Okay, I'm back. You know, there's a saying, the road to disaster was paved by good intentions. That's not always true. Sometimes the road to disaster is paved by bad intentions, such as people getting wealthy and taking advantage of the weak. I want you to look at this picture right here. See if I can get it in here good. The guy in the middle is my grandfather. He fought in World War II. His name was Wayne. He was a really good guy, raised a large family. He took shrapnel up the back, had scars from his feet all the way up to the back of his neck. Never would talked about it whenever I was a kid. I'd always ask him what happened to him. He would never say. But he was a good man. He raised a large family, like I said. Anyway, he's long since passed. But he made me the patriot that I am today. He made me love my country. And ain't nothing wrong with loving your country. I would die for my country, as long as the purpose was just. I would give my life for any one of you. If there was somebody out there that was in danger that needed my assistance, the human in me would bring me right in there to help you out. And we got soldiers overseas fighting for what? We don't know. How long they been there? 10 years or more? We got soldiers all over the world. And what are they fighting for? Are they fighting for the American flag? For our freedom? Well, that's what they're led to believe. That's the intentions. That was their justification for why they would be there. The police officers here at home are fighting another kind of war. But I don't believe it's a just war. They're fighting a war on drugs. They're fighting a war on everything. Mostly to me it seems like they're fighting a war against we the people. They're only doing what they're told, so I guess you can't fault them for that. When you're a police officer and you carry one of these around, it comes with a lot of responsibility, because taking a life is no little thing. If you have to take somebody's life, you have to carry that life around with you forever, for the rest of your life, and maybe even into eternity. So being a police officer to me means that whenever you swear an oath to serve and protect the United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights, that you're there to take care of the people. You're there to protect their safety, to protect their freedom. And there's a whole lot of stuff going on in this world that has nothing to do with protecting freedom. As a matter of fact, it's kind of just the opposite. You know, there's people out there, you know, like I said, the road to intentions, the road to disaster paved by good intentions. People out there that think that under the guise of safety you got to take away rights, take away more rights, and yet even more. When does it stop? Does it stop whenever you're a slave? Does it stop when you're afraid to speak out to the government or to tell anybody? You're already labeled a conspiracy theorist just because you dared to question why. And you're labeled a terrorist if you believe in the God, believe in the Holy Bible, if you believe in the United States Constitution, you're a possible terrorist. Well, brother, I guess that makes me a terrorist. Because I believe in God and I believe in the United States Constitution, and I was sworn to uphold, serve, and protect the United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights for every individual out there. What sickens me the most is that whenever a soldier lays down his life over there, when the last thing he sees is his body heading towards the desert sand, and the bullets that had penetrated his body leaving his blood all over the ground, I want to know 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that that soldier laid his life down for a just cause. I want to know that that soldier and all the things that he did didn't go in vain. A life is a very valuable thing. There's nothing in this world worth giving your life over outside of protecting your family, defending yourself, and protecting your country, as long as your cause is just. Now, if we got our soldiers over there and they're fighting an unjust war, we need to bring them home. We need to bring them home so that they can live out the rest of their lives with their family and fight real terror as it shows up on our doorstep. Whether you're a 9/11 truther or whether you're a conspiracy theorist and you don't believe that 9/11 was an inside job, or you think Planet X is coming around to blast us and there's government conspiracies all over the world to create a one world government, none of that matters. What matters is no matter which road we're on, whether it be Planet X or the one world government, we're heading down a scary path. Our police officers are abusing people. That's not what they signed up for. When you sit there and you watch a video of police officers putting pressure points on people, chokeholds, spraying them down with pepper spray, it might be your mom, it might be your sister. They might be standing up for what they believe in under their rights, under the United States Constitution, and they might be subjected to the excruciating pain that this shit causes. This stuff will burn your eyes. It will choke you out. It will make you feel like you cannot breathe. I know. I have been there. I've been on the receiving end of this stuff. I've seen it all. I've seen guns drawn when guns didn't need to be drawn. I've seen corrupt officers. I've seen cops breaking the law right and left. And I've seen it covered up. I've seen corruption from the bottom of the government all the way to the top of the government. I've written letters to presidents. I've gotten a letter back from George W. Bush Sr. I've gotten a letter back from Bill Clinton. Sometime, if you ever want to see it, I'll make another video and share my letters with you, but that's not the important part right now. What's really important is we've got something major coming down the line. And whether it be Planet X, whether it be the conspiracy of the one world government, somebody is out there trying to convince you of something. They're trying to convince you that there is or isn't a God. They're trying to convince you that there is or isn't a world conspiracy. They're trying to take your money. They're trying to take your freedom. And possibly trying to take your life. And the only people in this world who can stop all this crap is we the people. And the only way that we can do this is to be united and be well informed. Don't spread no information out there if you do not know 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is 100% true. Because there's so much disinformation out there. It's just making things worse for everybody. Who do you believe? Who do you trust? And it's come to a point where I, as an ex-police officer, I don't trust my police departments. I don't trust the executive branch of government. Because I know how it goes. I was inside the whole system. I know how it goes. I know what happens and what doesn't happen. I've seen it all. I don't trust the legislative branch of government because we have people passing laws and they never even read the damn law. They passed it anyway. Oh, we got to pass this so we can find out what's in this law. Do you realize how dangerous that is? It's not only dangerous to freedom, it's dangerous to everybody's life because believe me, people, believe me when I say the United States of America cannot win a second civil war. Nobody on either side will win a second civil war. In the old Civil War, very few people fought in the Civil War. In a new Civil War, everyone's going to have to fight in the Civil War. You're going to have to fight your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, from everybody. You're going to have to fight. And now they got Glock 9mm, Tech 9s, AK-47s, M16s, rocket launchers, grenades, you name it. It can be gotten a hold of, and lots of people have a hold of these weapons. And so if all hell breaks loose and people are running around, they're trying to steal food from each other, they're trying to rob, loot, and pillage, in comes the military. Out comes the militias. Now you have one major bloodbath of epic proportions here in the United States of America, and I don't want my children involved in that mess. So I'm telling you, as an ex-police officer, if you got a police officer friend, share this video with them. Because they're the only ones, and you're the only ones, that can make a difference. If we all bust loose when all hell breaks loose and start to panic and start to riot, we're going to give the one worlders their one world government, the military and the government their martial law, and freedom is gone and America never will return. There will be no more America. But even in those days, I'm still going to be at least one man, and I'm going to be standing here with my American flag because I believe in the dream. And so there will always be an American flag flying out in front of my house. Just like I'll always have a Bible inside my house. Because these are my beliefs. And no one world government, no satanic group, no zeitgeist or anything else in this world is ever going to convince me otherwise. Those are my beliefs. Those are what I was raised on. And if the day comes and I die and there is no God, well, then I don't have nothing to worry about. But even at that, when I die, I want to leave something good on this world. I want to leave something to be remembered by. I don't want to be remembered for all the bad that I left to this world, all the negativity that I put out for you. I've seen it all, people. What we got coming towards us is bad. It is real bad. You need to get you a bug-out bag. You need to keep your family prepared. Throw a few extra canned goods on the store shelves, off the store shelves onto your shelves. You need to be prepared for any such emergency, because whether it be natural or man-made, something's on the horizon. There's so many people out there that can feel it, and I know that deep down inside you can feel that things aren't right. Something's coming our way, whether it be Planet X, which I don't believe in because I'm a science geek, and so far the science doesn't tell me Planet X is out there. What I do believe in is what I can see. And what I can see is that when times get hard, like Katrina, they were rioting, they were looting, they were pillaging, they were shooting each other, automatic gunfire going off. I don't want that here in America. I don't want that for us. I don't want that for you. So I'm asking everybody out there to band together. I'm asking everybody out there to use some common sense. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep each other informed. And by God, we got to get these corrupt cops out of office. We got to get these corrupt government officials out of office. We need investigations on every single federal agency, the Federal Reserve. Every damn part of the government needs to be investigated from top to bottom, and we need to get good people in there before it's too late. Otherwise, our country's going to keep getting sold out. Our factories are going to keep going overseas. Our freedom's going to keep going away. And before it's all over with, the United States of America will be in the second Civil War. And not one of us, nobody, can win that war. I love everybody out there. And I just wanted to put this message out. I'm putting myself on the line, because there's a lot of people out there that want to kill me. I was a police officer, and I didn't make too many friends. I wrote police officers' tickets, attorneys. It didn't matter if you were breaking the law. The law stands for you as it did me. I wouldn't even allow my wife to speed in the car, because as I'm sitting beside her as a law enforcement agent, I'm supposed to set a good example off duty and on duty. That's the kind of police officer I was. I'm no longer a police officer, and I'll probably never go back to it. But I love this country and I love you. and I see us going down a bad path. Please, spread this message across the world. This is Shaziz signing off.